the rest of your career? Do you have a thought?
I don't wanna fight till I'm 40 for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I always thought like maybe 35, 36. We kind of look at it. It all depends on where I'm at in my career. If I'm stood in the top 5 and or even championship level, if I'm stood here, I'm doing what I'm doing here at 35, 36. Maybe we squeeze out a little bit, but then I tell you every time we talk.
Yeah.
I want to retire the game. I don't want the game to retire my ass, brother. Because how much times we see, not only in our sports but any sports, the greats, they just don't leave when they're supposed to leave, and it just kind of like, yeah, they have a great legacy, but it kind of hurts it at the end. Like, even though you can talk about the great stuff that they did, it kind of hurts them. Like, oh, you kind of you overstayed your welcome. And that's come. I got a bunch of other stuff, that I'm trying to get into. Like I said, with this New Brew drink that you're drinking, I'm a co-owner of that. The streaming stuff, I love. I know you love gaming. I don't know if you've been gaming, but the streaming stuff, I love it now.
That's great.
And I love been playing games because at the end of the day, a lot of these guys that they identify themselves with their sport, and when they retire, they don't have nothing, so they come back anyway because they kind of lose themselves. They feel like, oh, this is my identity. So I'm trying to build these stuff so I have another venture. So as soon as we go, I can try and attack this. Like, I would love to stream when I'm older. Even freaking podcast or interview or do something. Like, these guys need to understand that they need something outside of their sport before they let go. Like Kobe was doing it right. You know what I mean? Rest in peace to him. But he did it right. When he was getting rid of surfing, he started doing his podcast. He started doing all kind of other stuff. He started getting more in hand with his daughter's basketball. Like, he was doing stuff to make himself forget about what he did, and he was focusing on other stuff to make himself great in another way. So that's the main thing. As long as I can compete at an elite level, I don't want to be this guy that's just hanging on and everybody like, oh man, it would sadden me the day that I'm fucking walking out to a fight and Joe Rogan be like, yeah, Max did this, and this, but he's a little bit older now. Like, I would be distraught. You know what I mean? I'd be like, what the fuck? I don't want fucking Joe Rogan talking my ass walking out of the fight like that.
Retire on top, man. Retire on top.